copy paste culture. And I found that a lot of things that we talk about on a regular basis, not just here but everywhere on social media, have their origins in copying and pasting. And it starts obviously when we are young and in school. We all know that copy pasting is not only something that students do. Copy pasting is also something that teachers encourage students to do. You memorize things in order to pass exams. When teachers ask us to memorize answers in order to pass examinations, that's kind of, that's one aspect of the problem. But we don't often ask why this strain of behavior persists in our culture. And that's probably because we have some amount of cultural acceptance of the idea that memorizing something is a legitimate way of understanding or learning it. We are told that we have a thousands of years old culture of an oral tradition whereby gurus teach students stuff, and students just memorize what the guru is saying and regurgitate it, and that counts as knowing something. And this has had long uh, effects on our ways, the way we uh, perceive the idea of knowledge or learning or schools, etc. Because when you look up to people who are considered wise because they memorized something, then it is only it's only it's a at some point you are going to think that all you need to do in order to be considered smart is memorize things. Political propaganda, we already know, is being done through copy pasting, and a lot of people don't think of themselves, a lot of people do think that that is a legit way of doing things because of a cultural acceptance of the idea of memorizing, rote learning, basically Rattamaru culture. We have a political party which sends out talking points to its follower base through a Google Doc. They memorize it, and these days, because of internet culture, you don't even have to actually memorize something. You can regurgitate things without memorizing. You can copy paste stuff onto social media text fields, and you can say that that is your opinion. It overall, in a larger sense, it encourages not thinking, because who needs to think when everything you need to think has already been decided for you by someone else and written down and sent to you via Google Doc? All you need to do is copy and paste it, and you are smart. So that is the long term effect of Rattamaro culture that we are suffering from. But it does not stop there. I think I already mentioned that it devalues understanding, but it also kind of affects innovation. Like we that's a big problem, right? We have something called make in India because people are not making in India. We often complain about why Indian startups are not coming up with original ideas. For the most part, we are of the view that memorizing and copy pasting other people's ideas is a legit way of doing things. Now, you might also begin to wonder why a people like us who think that we have a great tradition of original thought, philosophy, mathematical inventiveness, why would we be considered someone who is reliant on copy pasting? And I have said this before, and I will say it again. I don't think a culture should be judged on the basis of what it used to be once upon a time. I think it should be judged on what it is right now. And if once upon a time we decided that memorization was a good thing to do, and as a result of that, thousands of years later, we are a culture where very little happens that is not memorized or regurgitated, then that original way of doing things has had bad results, and we need to acknowledge that. And nowhere is it more obvious than in the field of innovation, because you've heard people talk about this, right? uh, our we have problems with free speech. What is free speech really? Free speech is someone saying something that has not been said before, because if it had been said before, then you are regurgitating what is already accepted as cultural truth. Think about what is happening there. Someone is saying something that people find offensive because that is not something they have heard before. So the refrain is that don't say anything new, only say that which has already been said, and all that is good has already been said, And all we need to do is continue to repeat it so that we never run into trouble areas. On one level, this is conservative behavior 101. On another level, it is cultural and civilizational stagnation, because you don't grow when you are not thinking new thoughts, even if those thoughts are uncomfortable or, in your opinion, unacceptable. Without thinking thoughts that have not been thought before, you are not going to build a tomorrow. And our obsession with copy paste, because that's exactly what traditionalism is, it's advocacy of copy paste. Tradition is that which has already been done. All we need to do is repeat and repeat and repeat. And if you do not repeat, if you break out, if you refuse to repeat cultural behavioral patterns like marriage or sexual orientation, or pretending to be a sexual orientation, like even like I've heard from people who are non-binary, that their parents may know that they're non-binary, but as long as they pretend to be fitting within the binary system somewhere, their parents are okay with it, because all they want from them is to copy paste. The templates and the roles are already there. This is what a father is, this is what a son is, this is what a wife should do, this is what a daughter should do. All you need to do is fit inside it. Basically, copy paste the template into your own life and then make minor adjustments so that you don't do anything new. So, tradition is basically the idea that copy pasting will take us into the future. And the problem with all this is that, like I've mentioned a number of things, and the problem with all this is that it devalues understanding. And what happens as a result of the idea of understanding itself being devalued is that we become convinced that the word that we are copying is the primary thing, and that the meaning of the word does not matter at all. What happens is that if you take a bunch of words that have been told to you by your teacher and you repeat it, and you say, my teacher was wise and he said this, and now I will take this and I will say it after memorizing it or without memorizing it these days because of electronic media, then I will become what my teacher was. We value the symbol of we value the symbol more than we value the meaning of that symbol. And the biggest example of that, the most recent contemporary political example of that I can give you, is people complaining that the farmers' protest was anti democratic because it was opposing a law made in parliament. Now, parliament has a meaning, obviously, and parliament also is a symbol. It's a building, it's a symbol of democracy. So people have focused on the symbol without focusing on the meaning. What they say, that a law made in parliament should not be questioned, is not that a democratic law should not be questioned. They are talking only about the building. They're talking about the place where that law was made, and they're saying that that place is what matters. And that if something was done in that place, it must by definition be democratic. I think that is the single big, like that's where this entire chain of thought started. Copy pasting as a way of thinking, not just doing, is what ails us right now. We have leaders who pay tribute to words like democracy while destroying democracy. We have leaders who pay tribute to women while making anti-women laws. We are leaders. We have lead while just leaders. We have leaders and their followers who pay tribute to the idea of diversity while destroying diversity and turning us, at least trying to turn us into a monoculture. So yeah, that's what I had to say about this.